Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lonzo Ball is out there with Ivy. Then it's Smith. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Edwards in at the 3 spot. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass the ball. Now Smith. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Left side Barnes. Here's Thomas. Lillard with the ball. Hounded by Ball. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Smith with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Barnes passes to Lillard. Now Lopez. Back to Lillard. Down low. There's the block.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Inside. Here's Lopez.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Ivy. And here's Smith. He's guarded by Barnes. And he lobs it up top.
Yeah, if there's anybody who can ignite a crowd with his dunks, it's Jabari. He throws them down with power.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Lopez with the steal. Lillard passes to Lopez. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Here's Atlanta with the ball. 4-point game. Ayton with a screen. To the inside. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Ball, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Cleveland calls timeout. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Lillard passes to Hunter. Barnes with it. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to Ivy. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Now here's Hunter. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Over Ivy. And another miss by Cleveland. Smith passes to Ball. And here's Smith. Fades away. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Barnes finds Lillard. Here's Lopez. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Still without a basket in the game. Smith passes to Ayton. Here's Ivy. Shoots over Barnes. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Atlanta.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And he can't get the first one. Well, Grant, Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
And he's good on the second.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Here's Thomas. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ball against Lillard. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. Here's Ivy. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Cavs trailing. Barnes passes to Lillard. There's the triple. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
He's not going to be shy about using the three-point shot. Lillard has to be effective beyond the arc to keep the D honest.
Ayton passes to Ball. Pass to Smith. Over Barnes. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Smith's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Lillard passes to Barnes. Back to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on ball. Here's Lillard. Good as the jump shot falls. Lillard's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, he is just the focal point of this offense. Lillard, I mean, just so diverse in the many ways that he can score.
Smith inside. He's guarded by Barnes. Fades back. A nice shot by Smith. He has 6.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time, so Atlanta will take it the other way. And here's Ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Aiden. Now here's Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Cleveland calls timeout. For the Cavaliers, Powell, he's checked in for Lopez. Little comes in for Barnes. And Devontae Graham is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Herter's checked in for Atlanta. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 10. Graham against Ball. Powell, a screen on Ball. Graham. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Herter. Edwards with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Powell with a steal. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Herter. His first shot coming late. Offensive rebound. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got his third bucket of the night.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And here's Hunter for 3. Edwards pulls it in. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Ball against Graham. Powell, a screen on Ball. Graham for 3. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. There's the 3. Graham misses. They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Grant.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling.
Pass the ball. Back to Herder. Puts up a three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist of the night.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Ball passes to Edwards. Now Aiden. Smith right side. The kick out to Ball. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Now here's Powell. Now Hunter. Back to Powell. 4 on the clock. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball passes to Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Hunter against Smith. A minute 6 left in the first quarter. Unloads from 13. Hunter can't get it to go. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Pass to Aiden. Outside Edwards. And it's Little with a rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Powell outside. Here's Graham. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Powell against Edwards. Pass to Aiden. Over Graham. Misses the fadeaway. And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for Atlanta. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back to the game after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Sharp out there with Ivy. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Murphy in at the power forward position. Count the basket.
Not just to score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Ivy. And he's going for the lob.
Yeah, the vertical for Sharp is there. He'll be a challenge to contest in this league for sure.
Graham, the pass to Lillard. To the middle. Here's Taylor. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Pass to Sharp. Williams, a screen on Graham. Here's Sharp. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Brooke Lopez is checked in for Powell. Here's Reddish. Good work defensively by Lopez. Here's Little. Reddish covering. It's deflected. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. It was stolen by Lillard and pushing it up. Here's Cleveland.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
It's good from in tight. And Atlanta leads by 17.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
They set the screen. Here's Ivy, defended by Lillard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
The first one falls. Barnes, he's checked in for Little. So he gets them both. Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
The tenacity from Lillard in the paint is exceptional. Not letting anyone throw him off his shot.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, BA. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Now here's Lopez. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lets the 3 fly. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Pass to Reddish from the arc. And they get it back. Here's Sharp. Williams, a screen on Graham. To the paint. Goes back up. Williams misses.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lillard left side. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Cam Reddish.
Yeah, inside Lillard is just so scrappy, turning aggressive defense into a foul while shooting.
Free throw good, Lillard.
You know, it's the production plus the leadership that makes Lillard one of the most valuable players in this league.
And both free throws good for Lillard. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in the high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. They get it back. Outside Barnes. Reddish against Lillard. 5 on the clock. Second chance effort, and he hits the jumper for 2. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Back to Reddish. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Brook Lopez. One shot.
The free throw drops for Lopez.
And, you know, Lopez to me is what you think of when you hear the term stretch 5. A center with some real deep range.
Here's Ivy. He's got 5. Pulls it. And Reddish gets it to go. Reddish has got 6 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Lillard. Back to Graham. Takes the 3. No good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over. Thomas, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. On defense, the visiting team. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Graham with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Barnes, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Sharp. And it doesn't even draw iron.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Barnes passes to Graham. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Reddish.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
With the 7-footer. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Oh, what a crafty move. Causing the defender to pause right there.
For the Cavaliers, Powell comes in for Lopez. And Hunter subbed in for Taylor. And it's Cleveland's ball. Pass to Barnes. Inside. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Boy, the size and quick release Barnes has helps him inside. I mean, he feels very comfortable shooting from here.
Outside Herter. Now Aiden. Now Ball. Graham covering. Smith in the high post. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Smith's got 8.
Well, Smith just has to learn to deal with this. Pro defenses won't be shy about putting contact on you.
Pass to Thomas. Outside Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 3 to fall. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
Ball outside. Reddish with it. To the inside. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Thomas. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's Barnes on the wing. Back to Hunter. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And, you know, Barnes is a really good all-around talent, a skilled passer for a guy his size.
Outside Herter. Aiden passes to Ball. Smith in the high post. Up top Reddish. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. The offensive rebound. Oh, and a dunk by Aiden.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Pass to Powell. Outside Graham. Back to Powell. And here's Graham. No good on the 3.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Ball. Smith passes to Ball. Back to Smith. And he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home. You look at how the game is played today. Teams are looking for length, versatility, and, of course, shooting. And Smith Jr. has all of that and more.
Tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Little's checked in. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Atlanta. And here's Graham. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 3 on the clock. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Well, you mentioned the shooting, Graham. Smith Jr. hitting 42% from beyond the arc last season.
BA, I mean, among his many skills, that one probably stands out the most. But I also love his potential at the other end. He really has those tools to be a lockdown defender 1 through 5.
It's stolen by Hunter. Here's Thomas. Pass to Graham. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Now here's Ball. Smith in the high post. Picked by Smith. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron. Graham against Ball. Outside Graham. Shoots over Ball. And Ayton pulls it down.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Ball passes to Smith. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that potential everyone is talking about with Smith. Just a talented offensive player.
Hunter against Smith. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, got a piece of it.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Now Graham. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The three ball. No good there. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
All-Star Weekend is right around the corner. This has to be close to what the final results will look like.
Yeah, it could still be a surprise somewhere in there, big fella, but at least the top guys seem locked in.
Well, it'll only be a surprise if I'm not announced as a starter. Oh, wait, I'm retired.
And keeping things moving, what a tremendous first-half performance for Atlanta.
Tremendous job finding the big dudes and letting them work. Great physicality, and it ain't all about the three ball, is it, big fella?
Nope, elbows are on the way.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then it's Matt Thomas. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Barnes. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
Come on.
Kept alive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Determination is a valuable attribute, and Barnes plays with determination, committed to at least getting the foul on the way up. Nice job.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots.
That free throw good from Barnes. You know, back in 2010, Harrison Barnes was the top recruit in the country out of high school, Grant.
Yeah, and interestingly, Barnes decided to play 2 seasons at North Carolina. Unheard of these days for someone with Harrison's pedigree.
That one's no good.
And, you know, Harrison Barnes is an effective two-way player, becoming better every day on offense and can defend multiple positions as well.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Pass the ball. Back to Edwards. Smith with a screen on Hunter. And here's Edwards outside. On target from range. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Lillard outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 14.
Won this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Ball finds Edwards. Now Smith over Barnes. Smith no good. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. To the middle. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Lillard.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Knocks down the triple.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Outside Hunter. Down low. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Nice seeing Barnes go for that dunk. Always looking to finish with power at the rim. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Pass to Ivy. Now here's Aiden. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ivy. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Lopez.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Yep, that one goes. Lopez has got 7.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Edwards against Hunter. Lopez, the screen. Hunter passes to Lopez. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 9 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Aiden. He's got 10. And they'll get another chance. Shoots over Lopez. He's off on that one. The Cavaliers go the other way with it. Pass to Lillard. Hunter against Edwards. Lopez, the screen on Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Taking 2 shots.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Free throw good. Hunter. Taylor, he's checked in for Barnes. Good on both. Here's Ivy. 7 points in the game. Pass to Sharp. Here's Ivy. Defended by Lillard. Here's Sharp. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Pace first.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Damian Lillard.
Shooting for the away team. Sharp at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
And coming into Summer League, Sharp was kind of a mystery man. So it's great to see him play at a high level and get a real sense for his talents.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. This Cavs squad is struggling. Right side, Hunter. That one a little long.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Hunter. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's the break. Here's Murphy. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Here's Thomas. Out to Lillard. Lopez, the screen. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Ivy. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Lillard outside. Pass to Taylor. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Reddish on the wing. Hunter covering. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
At the line for the away team. Cam Reddish. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one for the Cavaliers. Powell, he's checked in for Lopez. And Little is subbed in for Hunter. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Cleveland's ball. Pass to Taylor. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for.
Neither did the defense.
Here's Sharp. Williams with the screen to the middle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Orlando Magic.
And that game against the Suns, I'm sure they've been waiting for that one, and they're eager to see how they measure up against a quality opponent.
And he drops it first. Graham's checked in for Cleveland. Herter's checked in for Atlanta. And Williams drops them both. And here are the Cavaliers now. Outside Graham. Powell sets a screen. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Well, that time Graham picked the right play at the right time, getting himself the room he needed to shoot.
Herter passes to Reddish. Back to Herter. Pass to Reddish. The 3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Graham. Oh, there's the alley. 5 to shoot. Pass to Powell. Here's Thomas. Poke loose. Inside. Here's Reddish. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Outside Graham. Powell, a screen on Herter. Graham with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Little. And the 3 off target. Little's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Herter against Graham. To the inside. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Little. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Nasir Little. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Atlanta. Both shots good from the stripe.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, Another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Atlanta. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And, of course, the Cavaliers far behind in the standings.
Well, I think for the Cavaliers, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Graham against Herder. Pass to Sharp. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Cavaliers ball.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Left side, Graham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Graham's got 5.
Even though he's 6'1", 6'2", Graham is not afraid to try to score inside. Plays with great aggressiveness.
Now here's Ayton. 10 points for him. Pass to Reddish. Here's Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton with a screen. Sharp. That one's good. 11 points in the game.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
2 minutes.
Now here's Graham. He's got 5. Lets it go from 11. And Ayton pulls it down.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Outside Herder. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Taylor. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Powell finds Graham. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for Atlanta. Lonzo Ball comes in for Sharp. Here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Ball outside. Pass to Ayton. 14 feet away. Cavaliers with a rebound. Little's got his 4th rebound in this one. 50 seconds left in the third. Here's Thomas. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Ball goes to the away team.
Smith, he's checked in for Murphy.
Substitution for the away team. Jabari Smith.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Ball passes to Herder. 34 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Edwards for 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
17 seconds left in the third. Here's Thomas. It's Powell on the wing. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
15 foul. Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, Corey Joseph.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
You know, because Corey Joseph, when he has the ball, is always in a probing posture, he's hard to guard without fouling at times.
With 2 shots.
That free throw no good.
Joseph is a guy who's a proven champion and does whatever's asked of him, and that makes him a solid leader on this team.
Good on the second one. Now here's Edwards. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. We've got Edwards, and it's Cooper in at the 1. Pass to Christie. And players weather some verbal abuse from fans on the road. Clark, we've seen some of them say they'll mirror that energy. What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, it's interesting, Brian. Clearly fans have a right to cheer and say things, but they can't be abusive. And just because you buy a ticket doesn't give you a right to treat the players as if they're not human. And we've seen fans cross the line in that regard. That's unacceptable. As a player, your impact is best felt on the court, so you have to control your emotions, but the fans and the venues have a responsibility to make sure that people who have a ticket act as they should for having that ticket, not feeling as though they can do or say anything they want to the player.
Here's Joseph. And there's the screen. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Christie. Back to Edwards. Fires from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And here's McDaniels. Here's the 3. Offensive board. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Sharp, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Checking in for the away team, Sharp.
Here's Cooper. Pass to Sharp. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s when you played.
BA, I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
Here's Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Williams a screen on McDaniels. And that one's good. Sharp.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers Use This team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. And just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. They constantly were feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Grant. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Sharp. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career and having great longevity along the way.
Here's Joseph. It's tipped.
Oh, great timing on the block. Sharp using his athleticism to make an impact on D.
Here's Cooper. Graham covering. Cooper's shot is off. And it's Cleveland's ball. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Inside, Mamukelashvili misses, and the dry spell continues. Here's Sharp. Pass to Williams. And it's Graham with the rebound.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Sharp. Here's Cooper. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. Graham with it. Pass to Joseph. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Sharp. Graham covering. Got it. Sharp's got 10 points here in the second half. And so it's Cleveland with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Here's Mamukelashvili. Williams defending. Outside Johnson. Looking to get it going. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Graham.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Taylor, he's checked in for McDaniels. Pass to Murphy. Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Here's Cooper. Graham covering. To the paint. That's tipped. Pass to Joseph. Back to Graham. Here's Joseph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a three. Sharp grabs the miss. And there's the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And here comes Cleveland, trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The kick out to Graham. From behind the arc. The shot, no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Sharp from 9 feet out. Pass to Murphy. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Lopez, he's checked in for Cleveland. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Lonzo Ball's checked in for Atlanta. And here's Graham. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Graham kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Mark Williams, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. Lillard's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so he hits both. Here's Cleveland. Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, B.A., you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
For your Cavaliers, Brook Lopez, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lopez. And Lopez drops them both. Now Ball. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals, honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, B.A. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
Now here's Graham, pass to Lillard. uses the glass on the layup.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Here's Sharp. Here's Murphy. And he lobs it up.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Lopez, the screen on Reddish. Out to the wing. Up top Barnes. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
From deep.
2 minutes.
And they recover it. Lopez, the screen on Ball. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Lillard's got 19 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Ball passes to Reddish. Here's Sharp. There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth. There's Ball with a 3. And he can't get that one. And it's Cleveland the other way. Barnes passes to Graham. Lopez against Williams. Pass to Lillard. 4-3. The shot off that time.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside Reddish. Here's Sharp. Now here's Ball. Here's Sharp. Graham covering. Sharp, no good. Now here's Barnes. Lillard outside. This one for 3. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Reddish finds Ball. 20 seconds left in the final quarter. And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
.20 seconds left in the game. Graham for 3. Deflected. Pass to Ball. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.